the next chapter, a new flagship for a new generation of Morgan, the much anticipated Morgan Supersport. This is it. The moment is nearly here, but before we do it, I'd like to introduce you to Matthew Hole, Morgan's Managing Director. Hi, Matt.
Hi, Richard. This is a car that we've been developing for the last three and a half years. It coincides with me beginning my journey at Morgan 3.5 years ago, so this will be the first car that I'll have launched. But also there's a sense of pride amongst all the staff here in the factory, and particularly I'm proud of them for getting us here today.
This is the world's first look at the new Morgan Supersport. This is it. Roll the VT. Ladies and gentlemen, the new Morgan Supersport. Morgan's Chief Design Officer, Jonathan Wells. Hi, John.
How are you, Richard?
Mate, well done. This is such a day for you. How are you feeling? How are you feeling?
Really good, really good.
Heart at about 250, I'm guessing.
Yeah, something like that.
Walking out then. I mean, that is a massive moment in a career, isn't it?
I know, what a good reaction.
First time they've been seen.
We're very proud. Thank you so much.
I'm guessing from the audience reaction in here, so far it's gone well. Yeah, we're happy? It's gone well, that's good. So
far, so good.
Your job here, your role, is to lead every new Morgan all the way from concept to reality.
Yes, ultimately, Supersport has been the whole team's real passion project for quite a few years now. Whilst it's been actively in development for 3 years, we've been imagining what a successor to the Aero, our last flagship performance contemporary car in 2018, could look like. So we've been imagining different shapes and lines, and what started out primarily as a styling exercise really has become a fundamental ground-up redesign. The underpinnings of Supersport are totally reinvented. This is an iteration of our platform we call the CXV platform. It's the most capable, most dynamic. It's a lot more compliant, fun to drive, and really usable. You know, you can use this car 365 days a year. And we spent a lot of time looking at the interior cabin and where you really spend your time. We didn't want the focus to be a big screen, an LCD display in the middle. However, we recognize that technology is important. So when you do step into this car, you can connect your phone, place it on the center, it charges wirelessly. There is a full Sennheiser, I know it's...
Again, what? You can wirelessly charge your telephone in a Morgan?
In a Morgan. But it's fully connected. So we've got a totally overhauled sound system developed in Switzerland with Sennheiser. The sound quality is incredible. There's subwoofers and actuators. You can take phone calls, skip tracks.
Yeah, he does that all the time.
However, what is key for us is that isn't the center stage. It's invisible technology.
So on behalf of everyone here today, all of us and all of you, we all wish you goodbye, farewell, and thanks for joining us. It's finally here.